Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Shop Hush haul. You guys have been requesting me trying out these products, so I am partnering with Hush to do this video today. And I'm going to show you a ton of palettes. You guys have been asking me to swatch my thoughts. I'm going to show you swatches, close-ups, and tell you what I think of each product as we go. So if you're unfamiliar, Hush is a website and an app that has a wide variety of makeup. So we have tons of dupes. That's kind of what they're known for. Lots of dupe palettes, whether it be highlight, eyeshadow, cream contour, the whole shebang. But they do have premium brands, and they also have Korean skincare. So kind of a wide variety, lots of affordable options, but also premium brands as well. So here is what their app looks like. You can see there's tons of makeup palettes, super affordable prices. These are their top sellers. Lots of dupes for higher end palettes that are pretty pricey, and you guys will freak out when you see these swatches of all of these palettes. They are seriously unreal. So also another perk of having the app is that you get free shipping on any order. There's no minimum, so whatever order you place on the app, it is free shipping. So now that I've gone over a little bit about the brand, I am going to show you these palettes, and you guys have been asking for this. I know you guys are super excited. Let me tell you, when I opened this box, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, how close these dupes are, and the swatches will blow your mind. So we're gonna start with some of the more popular palettes, and we're gonna make our way through. Starting off with a very well-loved dupe. This is the Royals Bad Habit palette. What does this remind you of? Do you have any guesses? This is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. It is like basically a spot on dupe. I'm gonna insert some swatches for you guys. This palette is $10. Literally $10. So if you order this on the app, there's no shipping, it's just 10 bucks. Upon swatching, the color payoff is intense. It's so beautiful. You get a good pigment. I have worn this on the eyes a couple times, and the mattes blended out beautifully, and the shimmer's really nice as well. I think if you're on a budget and you don't want to drop 40 some dollars on the original, this is a great option. Okay, this next one literally blows my mind, especially just upon swatching. Look at the swatches of this. This is, oh my gosh, this is the Retro Love by Bad Habit. This is a dupe for the Subculture, and the reason that I'm like dying over this is these feel so buttery when I just swatch them. I've swatched these ones before. Ooh, this is like a standout palette for me so far. This pigment on these shimmers is insane, and when I touched the mattes, they were like so buttery and soft. So I feel like each palette they come out with, they're like bettering their formula. And I honestly had the original Subculture, and I've used it like twice. I find it very hard to work with. It gets very muddy. So the fact that you can get these same colors, first of all, the same colors for $10, and the swatches are unreal. I cannot wait. I need to do a tutorial with this like ASAP, because the Subculture, the colors were so unique and so different, and people wanted to love it, but it was just so hard to work with. And I don't want something that's that hard to work with, especially for a $40 palette. And these swatches are giving it to me. This is my favorite thing of the haul so far. I really want to do a tutorial. Let me know if you want a tutorial with this bad boy. Okay, next up, staying on the theme of Anastasia Beverly Hills dupes, this is the Bad Habit Aura palette. Now this is $12. I want to say this is one of their more recent releases. So again, I wonder if they're just like upping their formulation. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Prism palette, which I do own, and I found the colors a little bit difficult to kind of match up. It is a very interesting palette, so this is a dupe straight on. So let's just swatch. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to flip you off there, but this neon I want to incorporate in a look somewhere. So upon swatching, these feel super buttery, just like that Retro Love. Oh my gosh, these shimmers are beautiful. And like I said, $12. You have literally the same exact shades as the Anastasia. I also really like that it's small and compact, and you can travel with it anywhere. And you do also, I didn't mention, but you get a mirror in these palettes as well, so it's great for travel. So definitely excited to try this one out. Okay, I feel like a lot of people are gonna love this one. This is the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. This is a dupe for the original Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. Now the one complaint about the Huda palette was that the bottom shades were very hard to work with, so I'm gonna swatch these. Ooh, now these just swatch like a metallic shade, which I think a lot more people will get use out of because the Huda Beauty one kind of had a learning curve. So these swatch really nicely. Let me swatch a couple of the mattes. That's what I really loved this palette for, was the mattes were so unique, like this pretty pinky shades here. So I'm going to swatch those for you and show you a close-up. If you were on the fence about the original and you don't want to spend that much money, this is stunning. It honestly looks like a carbon copy, and I just can't believe that it's $12. Now, staying on the same topic, this might be my favorite of the bunch just because I love these colors, and this is the Bad Habit Athena palette. I wanted to show you, you do get a very large mirror in here just so you know, again, for travel, but look at this beautiful palette. Oh my gosh, these shimmers. I did already swatch a couple. This is so beautiful. I am in love. This palette is 12 bucks and it has these beautiful shimmery duochrome shades. And then you've got like a beautiful gold here. I am just in awe of this palette. It's so beautiful and so reflective, and you can see there's not like chunkiness or fallout, and they also did include that really glittery shade that was in the original palette. This is the dupe for the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, and it looks pretty much spot on. I just think they did a really good job. This is the kind of color theme that you open the palette and gasp, at least for me. This is like all the colors that I would ever want in one palette. And again, you've got some beautiful mattes in there as well. This is the one I think a lot of people really sought after because it was kind of a new release, and the original palettes are like 65 bucks. So to be able to snag this for $12 is amazing. Okay, so now I have an Urban Decay Naked Heat palette dupe. This is the Bad Habit Inferno palette, and it's got all those beautiful kind of warm, rusty, fiery shades that the Naked Heat had. This is $12. I have not dipped into this. This looks like a beautiful everyday palette with a little bit of like that red undertone. Okay, these metallics are gorgeous, and the mattes are so buttery smooth. They just feel so finely milled. I feel like these metallics are insane. This is dry, no Fix Plus or anything. If you're a neutral lover and you like a neutral warm eye, this is gonna be the palette that you go to, and again, it's $12. Okay, this next one is super cute, and this is the Sugar Face Candy palette. This is a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and they've got it down to pat. Just like the packaging is pretty much the same. It's so cute and like, I don't know, it's just like cutesy, kind of like that Too Faced packaging. And when you open it up, you do get a mirror inside, and then this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Very, very similar. You've got that pretty peachy shade that the palette really kind of brought to light. So you definitely get those pretty peachy pink shades in there. You do get a mirror, and this one is 10 bucks. If you're on a budget, if you're new to makeup artistry, if you need to build your kit, grabbing a few of these palettes will really, really be a good idea for you, just because you don't have to spend a ton to get beautiful makeup. I think that's kind of a misconception. All right, I have two highlighting palettes to show you, and these are both from Bad Habit again. We've got the Oasis and the Paradise. These are dupes for the Huda Beauty palettes. Again, you do get a mirror, which is super nice for travel. So the Oasis is the more kind of golden, I think lighter. Ooh, that felt so creamy. Oh my gosh, it was like butter. And then you've got three powder shades in here. So here are the swatches. Super beautiful. This is like a light goldy with a little bit of a pink highlight palette. Great for probably light, medium skin tones. And it is swatching beautifully, just as everything else is. It's $10. 4 shades of highlight for $10. You do get one cream in here, which is right here, just like Huda's palettes, and then you use the powders to top it. I think this is gorgeous. Now this Paradise palette is probably my favorite because there's a mixture of tones. You have like that icy kind of gold, then you've got like a yellow gold and that pretty peachy pink, and then you've got like a champagne cream highlight. This one would be probably universal for fair, light, medium, even deep. They swatch beautifully, and they're very similar to the Huda in terms of the way that they feel, because I do own all of those, and it's like a powder formula, but when you shear it out, it has that really intense metallic flash. I also did pick out some of these metallic Stardust. These are loose pigments, little pigment pots, and you get 9 in a pack for $18. So I swatched a couple for you, very intense, very metallic. So $2 a pigment, super pretty. I have the shade Silver swatched, and then also the shade 18 Karat. super pretty, and I thought I would mention it. This is something that you could literally pop on your lid or your inner corner and make any look just stand out. That's what I like to do, usually just like mats in the crease and then pop some sort of pigment on. So absolutely beautiful. I had to mention those as well. So my favorite products of the haul that I am like super impressed by is the Bad Habit Retro Love Palette. The swatches are unreal. They're so buttery and crazy pigment on those metallics. Also the Bad Habit Athena palette, just because this is my color choices, but also these duochrome swatch, amazing, and everything just feels really nice and buttery. And then also very similar in terms of a dupe is the Bad Habit Paradise palette. It swatches pretty much identical to the original, and it's super cheap. So if you want to get some bomb things for an amazing price, these would be like my 3 top picks. But there's so many things on the website. Since I have gotten my package, there's so many new things. So it's constantly updating. So I would download the app, and so you can be like in the know and also get your free shipping. So I do have a discount code to save on your order, which I will leave on the screen right here and also down below. Let me know if you've tried their products, if you're gonna pick anything up and what stood out to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.